Now, bulbous demon sort of sounds like a pornographic euphemism. I have to say.
Oh, that is terrible.
Yes, it is. We'd be even worse if I had Papa Paradox here. God, bloody hell. We would carry that on for about... we do a sort of a 5 or 6 analogy combo. Uh, anyway, it looks like
Mercifully, this game is finally starting up
Finally,
between
yes.
Sacrilege and Thralls, so we can stop trying to fill time instead.
Yes.
All right, so this is, of course, once again going to be in Northern Fjords. And, I think we both agree that Thralls probably have a little bit of a leg up. But, once again, you cannot count out any team. And, we'll see how well Sacrilege can do in one of their, well, for, I guess, their first Rumble in a few weeks at least. So, let's give a quick rundown of ships, starting with the Bulbous Demon. Take it away, Brick.
All right. Firstly, we have the Bulbous Demon. Front we have Hades, on the side we have Gat Mortar, the other side we have Art Merc, Pixar Films, we have Hades front, Art Flare sides. On the Crown Tyrant we have Gat Mortar front, we have Rocket Flare side. On the Wizard we have Watcher front, we have Mine side, we have Hades front, and looks to be a flak side. Very interesting.
So we have,
looks like the Wizard is sacrificing their Artemis trifecta for a mine launcher. Mine launcher can be very handy for a Spire, as of course Spires are very prone to being charged, as sort of people think about, ooh, squishy Spire. But if you drop a mine in front of their face, that sort of derails their proverbial train of thought.
Yeah, and the Wizard and Krampus 30 is very, very extremely adept and good at dropping those mines in front of charging ships. But I don't really expect that to happen from Sacrilege here with a Junker and a Goldfish. I don't really expect many charging rams to
I
be
didn't
coming on up.
know. I mean,
maybe
the
you'll get some from Pixar, but
Watcherfish can get quite kind of up in your face, so to speak. And of course, the fish might think, "Ooh, Spire, I'll ram him." But
perhaps.
You never know. We'll see.
All right, so we are getting our first shots off here as the Wizard firing off some of that Watcher at the Pixar, but not really taking out anything in particular. The Wizard getting as returned, and the Crown Tyrant was way back here. I mean, the Wizard was far ahead of the Crown Tyrant, and this is gonna mean that the Wizard is gonna take a lot of unnecessary damage here. Thankfully, nothing permanent, but that really should not have happened.
Yes, indeed. It looks to me. The Wizard's stuck under the archway here. It looks like the Thralls are backing off.
Now, the place where Sacrilege is currently setting up, I don't think I've ever seen a team kind of just hang out in this specific area.
I'm a little bit confused by the front Hades on the Bulbous Demon. I'm not quite sure the logic. I guess it's that it can do some fire damage while it's going in, so they'll have the advantage of a fire attrition when they get into the engage.
But I still feel like Artemis would have done a lot better in that case. And as you can see, that Hades is getting fired and hitting nothing.
Yeah.
So Pixar
it's very hard to hit with. That's another thing.
Pixar getting a little bit of a nice watch in there.
Oh, the Wizard's in the wrong place. It's spending a lot of time trying to hydro up, trying to get up.
Ooh, Crown Tyrant getting absolutely blasted, and oh my god, that was just brutalization.
The Wizard was in
the
wrong position. Absolutely. I don't know what happened there, but those two ships are on completely different altitudes.
And now the Wizard is in so much trouble here as Watcher Barrage is coming in. More Artemis fire, more Merc fire, taking a lot of damage already, constantly getting his hull knocked down. Not the worst of spawns for Crown Tyrant there, but they've got to be really careful as the Wizard is, for the lack of a better term, extremely hurt currently. Crown Tyrant is going to be charging on fourth. The Wizard looks like he's stabilized for the most part, isn't spotted anymore, which is extremely important. important for
Crown
them
Tyrant
as
can't
well.
go too far ahead. Oh, minefield in the clouds here.
I think that was mostly from the wizard there,
Mm-hmm.
dropping him down just in case these teams
That's
want
another
to.
thing. This is the thing. I mean, it's not just charging. If you're trying to chase down the wizard, it can reverse and just twist around and fire off those mines to prevent pursuit, as it's done.
Yeah, absolutely. Now the Crown Tyrant once again up front,
Focus firing on the demon. It looks like
doing a lot better job this time, not taking so much damage.
they
But
know the Pixar films
Bulbous
is the
Demon.
disabling shit. They're focusing on the
Bulbous
DPS, taking it down.
Getting taken down. The Crown Tyrant taking so much damage. In return, are they going to get taken down? No, they are
Pixar
just
have missed their chance. They've
a
missed
little
their
bit left.
chance.
Just Crown Tyrant's got to be real careful about going up.
Pixar's
because
got to get
there's
out of
mines
there.
right
He
above
can
them.
get out of there, but it's got to do it fast.
Oh, Pixar Films taking a lot of damage here. Crown Tyrant, however, it is right in the arc of the Crown Tyrant, but I think his front guns were still out there, so, yep. Looks like he's had his gat up, but that's about it. And
Oh, Pixar took a bad bounce there. It's trying to escape, and it's done a decent job, but the wizard's coming in.
he's got to be real careful as the Bulbous
Oh,
Demon is
no.
shooting those
The
long
Pixar must have gotten
stranges.
lost in those clouds.
Oh, careful, Wizard, careful. You're taking a lot of damage here. You don't want Pixar to come on up with that Watcher while your armor is down. And both the Wizard and the Crown Tyrant going around on this side as well, bumping into the ledges, bumping into each other.
Is a very awkward spot for the Glowwater Thralls they've managed to find themselves in.
Very much so. This is. I almost feel like both of these teams have, they're on this map for the first time or something, because there's just a lot of unnecessary bouncing and damage being taken. The Wizard almost getting taken down. The Crown Tyrant actually blocks most of that Watcher barrage that was aimed at the Wizard. And
Yeah,
that's
but
going to
took out a few of his weapons as well, I think.
well, it's better
Pixar
than-
Films taking heavy damage from the Wizard and the Crown Tyrant.
Gets his armor back up,
A
but
lot of that
barely had the-
Gatling going into the balloon with the Pixar. The Crown Tyrant tries to get on the right level and takes him
And
out
the Pixar
pretty much
does get
instantly.
taken down, but the Bulbous Demon coming on in here, firing away at the Crown Tyrant, and they can take him out if they can just connect a little bit better, but not quite so. Now Pixar very close spawning here. They can get back in. Bulbous Demon not really taking any major damage so far, as a lot of that fire is going into the balloon once more. Yeah, it looks like they are going to be able to get out. Ooh, Pixar Films coming on in. Watch Barrage coming in, but doesn't take out the front gun. Front gun still active. Watch Barrage getting returned, taking out the Wizard's guns, and a little bit of bump there. But Pixar taking so much damage. Oh my god, I didn't even realize that their armor is that hurt already, and that seemed just a little bit too reckless charging on in there. And now Pixar is in deep trouble as it is sinking down with no armor, with very little health, with no balloon now. Are they going to be able to get out? No, they are not, and Thralls have turned this around very quickly for a 3-1 lead.
Oh, but the Wizard taking heavy damage. Wizard's armor was down there for a moment. The Bulbous Demon's using its Artemis Merc combination.
Yeah, now both of these Thrall ships are
It's a little bit
extremely
close
hurt.
range. I think switching to the other side might have been the idea. It's too late now. The Bulbous Demon.
Oh, the Wizard
no, it's
getting
not
taken
too
down.
late. They took down the Wizard.
Yeah,
Shut
and
my
now
mouth.
the Crown Tyrant has got to be extremely careful here, as as his armor is still up.
Oh,
but,
and he's taking a
very little
batch
health.
of hits.
Oh, Bulbous Demon, is gonna get taken down. All those mortars are missing all over the place. Those mortars, there's like at least 3/4 of that mortar clip completely missed Bulbous Demon. You cannot afford to do that when you're in that close and primed for a kill, knowing how little health you have left. That was a huge missed opportunity by the Crown Tyrant, and it is back to a 3-3 tie.
Oh, well, that was, a lot of unexpected things happened there, I feel. I mean, Bulbous Demon actually taking out Spire close range with the Merc Artemis combination.
Yeah, I mean, Spire still very squishy.
Yep,
Once
don't
you get his
forget,
armor
it is
down,
very squishy, yes.
It's a lot of chewy caramel softness underneath.
Nougat. Oh, some chocolate now.
Yeah, I suddenly want some Twix. All right,
Yes.
so Crown Tyrant and Wizard falling back a little bit here as a Bulbous Demon and Pixar Films are right across from the other side of this. Uh, I don't even know. It's like, what would you? Because this isn't like a cliff or anything. This pointy piece that's right on the other side of the archway. What is that?
I call that a
Is that a
gigantic
flow?
flow. Perhaps it is, yeah.
Or is it flow? Does that have to sit on water? I'm not quite sure. I mean, it looks
Well,
like a
it
giant
kind of
spear.
is. Yeah, it's sort of sticking out the mountain, isn't it?
Yeah. I'm not.
I'm not.
I'm not sure if that's is that all ice or is that like rock that fell off the
Well, it
side of
looks
the
like
mountain here?
it's fallen. Yeah, you're not sure if it's just ice. We have to consult some sort of geologist here.
And it does look like it crushed the ship that's underneath it. So I
Yeah,
don't
it
know.
looks like
Maybe
it kind of smashed into that, but where's the rest of
yeah.
this ship? It looks like it's buried underneath the mountain.
Yeah, I mean what I'm thinking what probably happened here is, big battle takes place, side of this mountain gets blasted by those gigantic guns, and it falls onto the top of that ship. And that's how it ended. And now we have more history coming out from
Oh, Crown
these
Tyrant
casts.
actually
Anyway,
bounced the wizard there. Okay, the engagement's happening again.
yeah, here we go.
Oh, Pixar Films hitting those Watcher shots on the wizard. Not taking
Oh,
it
Wizard
down though. Now the Crown
taking
Tyrant's
some
firing on the
decent
Bulbous
damage.
Demon. Oh, the wizard. Ah, but the wizard cannily zipping up using Hydro.
Yeah, using that vertical movement so extremely well,
Oh,
but the
but the
Bulbous
Bulbous
Demon doing the
Demon has an
same
answer
thing.
to it. Exactly.
Yeah,
The
and
importance of Hydro.
now the part of the problem though is the Bulbous Demon did take a little bit of bounce off the rocks below it, so it knocked out a lot of its armor, and it does go down. Oh, and the Pixar are going to be able to take out the Wizard before the Crown Tyrant turns its focus on him. I don't think so. Pixar trying to back up here, and this might be the end of Sacrilege here for this map, but Pixar Films trying
armor's
to
down,
reverse
but they can't
as
follow
quickly
up.
as it can. Following in with some shots. Careful,
Oh, is
you're about
Pixar
to
gonna?
bump it.
Oh,
Oh no!
Pixar
He bumps
bounced
into
against the flow.
Oh, taking a lot of damage.
Whatever you call it, they just bounced into it, and this may have cost them the game. But the Crown Tyrant takes a bounce. It looks like it's going to allow Pixar to get behind the archway. The Bulbous Demon coming back
but not
in.
quite
The armor's down.
out of the woodwork yet. Oh, come on. That is so many
out of
misses.
the frying pan into the fire as the wizard turns around, but the Bulbous Demon is coming in as well. Heavy hooks from the Pixar, and it takes him down.
Huge Water Barrage at the end there, just in the right place at the right time. Coming in before the Bulbous Demon manages to get back in, and that is a great job by the Thralls, taking out Sacrilege for a 1-0 lead.
Well, there we go. Tick's gone down.
Alright, so we are going to start on getting into this game. And we will see if Sacrilege can tie it up, or if Thralls will take it down with a 2-0 victory.
Interesting. Graphics Dirty switch back to the Watcherfish, even though they won that last game with the Spire. Now,
Yeah,
I think I know the logic here. I think Graphics Dirty was trying to leverage all the vertical movement that the Fjords provides. Here was less space of vertical movement, less terrain. So he's trying to leverage just the pure speed of the goldfish.
That's a very good point. All right, so we are getting into this match. Mr. Brick, go ahead and take it away with the Ares.
Okay, we have the Hades mortar on the front. We have the Mercury art on the side. Disney Films. The lovely, lovely Watcherfish with art, mortar sides. Crown Tyrant, Gap mortar front, rocket flare side. And finally, last but not least, my cat just now, a Watcherfish with Gatling and rocket sides. And looks like the action's already started here as my cat just now going in on the Disney Films. This is what the Ares has turned completely the wrong way for this engagement.
And that Watcher from the Disney Films weren't
my cat
hitting
just now
at all
charging
at
on
first.
ahead. What's my cat just now doing here?
Well, he lost his turning engines. He lost both
Oh,
his turning engines, so he
that.
can't really.
Yep.
He's gotta just
Couldn't
continue
turn,
on.
just go forward, I guess.
Yeah, continue on fourth. In the meantime, the Ares and the Crown Tyrant going at each other. So it's the two Watcherfish and the two Pyramidions just firing away at each other. We'll see who gets the better of this. So far, I feel like my cat has gotten the better Watcher shots off, but nothing
Well, I
too
feel here the first
significant.
team to be able to help one of those Pyramidians get the win will win this engagement. If the Disney films can just turn around, charge the Crown Tyrant, my cat just now, it will find it very
Huge
difficult
Watcher
to
barrage,
kill the
however,
Disney films.
coming into the Disney films, and I
The
think the Crown Tyrant might turn toward the
Just
Disney films now.
one Watcher barrage from the Disney film will turn the tide of their fight with the Ares.
Oh, but there's so much damage coming out on the Disney films. It looks like the Thralls have just turned focus
There we go,
onto
there's the Watcher
films.
barrage I was talking about, taking out everything on the Crown Tyrant. Now Ares is sure to win this engagement. The armor is down, the mortars are coming in.
Armor's back up. They did take quite a lot of bit of damage. Still all sorts of
Balloons
components down.
fire on the hull. Disney film
And
coming in.
Cat now trying to knock out the Ares front guns. It looks like they are able to knock out both of the front guns of the Ares. So there's just a lot of extremely heavy fire coming down from both sides. But the Ares does get his front guns back up, and
All the
they
guns
are.
on the Crown Tyrant are still disabled here. That was a horrific Watcher barrage.
Yeah, it looks like they were prioritizing.
And taking another one.
Ooh, another huge Watch barrage, but onto the Ares as well. And now the Ares is completely disabled. So this is like the weirdest
The
mirror
Crown
matchup
Tyrant,
I've ever seen.
yeah, both of the Pyramidians completely disabled. Oh, but the Crown Tyrant's finally got its Gatling up. Oh, it's got the armor damage. The Ares is going to hit the
down,
ground
the Ares
here.
falling into the ground, and that's going to finish it off. And
Oh, but the Crown
strike
Tyrant
first
goes down as
blood.
well. Oh, it's just the Watcherfish left. This is what happens in these mirror matchups of teams of high skill.
That was incredibly well amusing to say the least, as it was
Oh, and
literally.
mirror spawns here. Both Pyramidians spawning about as far. Well, actually, no, the Ares has spawned a little bit closer.
Yeah, they are able to get those shots off, and the problem there was the cat was going away from his teammate, but those mortar shots are too far away, so they're not going to connect. So no real damage, just now starting to connect with a few of them. No real damage getting done here, and Disney Films looks like shooting off his own mortar maybe there just a little bit, but Crown Tyrant going to come right on into the Disney Films, into the side. We'll see if the Disney Films can disable well, and yes, they are. All the guns on the Crown Tyrant are down again, and well, Cat's gonna have to do the same thing to Ares very, very soon here, otherwise we're gonna have some troubles. There goes one gun of the Ares down, but that's not quite enough. Still with the front gun there, Watcher's fire coming onto the Cat. Did that knock out the... No, the Watcher actually stayed up, so the Watcher, the most important gun on the Cat, is still alive. And here we go, Crown Tyrant firing away at Disney Films. Ares
Crown
firing away
Tyrant
at Crown
moonshining forward. It actually moonshined.
takes a huge
took
amount
half
of damage.
its permahull. It moonshined into the Disney Films and took out half of its own permahull as its armor was down out of the ram.
Yeah,
but
you
Disney
never want to
Films
ram
taking a
with
lot of
your
damage as well.
Down, Ares coming in for its own ram. Is it
Oh,
gonna takes down the Crown
beautiful
Tyrant.
ram!
Oh my god, that was a great
Just
job.
Save the Disney Films' life. Great ram by the Ares.
Now let's see, where does the Crown Tyrant... Oh, the Crown Tyrant gets a decent spawn here, so if Cat can hold on, the Crown Tyrant can get right back into this fight. The Cat's gonna have to work magic with that Watcher. Take down the Ares guns. Can you do it? No, they just get one down, and now Cat is in.
Now
deep,
Cat's gonna
deep,
have to
deep
back
trouble.
off.
But the Crown Tyrant coming on in. The Crown Tyrant charging on in here. Are they going to focus on Ares? Are they going to focus on Disney Films?
Definitely Ares, I think. He's got to take out the DPS ship.
Oh, Watch Barrage coming on in. Doesn't really hit too much. All those guns, the two guns that were out were already out. Oh, Cat, can he escape the charge of the Ares? No, he cannot. Another great ram by the Ares there, and that leaves the Crown Tyrant.
Ares had kerosene. Crown Tyrant does not.
Yeah, Crown Tyrant managing to get back in here just in time to see his teammate die, and that's not going to do well. Let's see, where does the cat spawn? The cat spawns actually right behind the Ares. Oh my god, they can just come right on in here and absolutely wreak
by the
havoc.
time they get there, Crown Tyrant going low though, managing to avoid
most
some
of
of
that
these rockets.
Completely
A lot of
misses.
this Hades.
Oh, and the Ares bumps the Disney Films.
Oh, but the armor's down on the Tyrant.
Oh, the
My
armor's down
cat just
on the
now might be coming into a meat grind situation if they're not careful. My Crown Tyrant firing back on the Ares.
Oh, and the
armor's taken
red
out. Almost.
Very, very close in here. Trying its best, but can the My Cat now save the Tyrant? Yes, it can.
He's doing every
single
he's got
gun is down.
A little bit of damage to the permahull there. Cat just now managed to do. Oh, now the rocket. No, now the rocket carry. He could finish him off with the rocket carousel here.
Oh, no, he gets his armor back up, but another Watch Barrage coming in here. Connects well.
Watch Barrage, solid contact. Ares is completely taken out.
Yeah, there we go. And if we can shoot maybe some of those rockets off once again, Disney Films.
Crown Tyrant just needs to get a bead on the Ares.
Oh, I don't know why the Disney didn't focus
Ares armor's
on the
down,
Tyrant.
and he's finished.
Oh, that Watch Barrage from Disney needed to get onto the Tyrant.
My cat just now needs to body block the Disney Films. They can't let him escape. Oh,
and he's not going anywhere.
It wasn't even an issue.
Yeah, absolutely getting wrecked here. But nice Watch Barrage going onto the Crown Tyrant, knocking out all sorts of components once more. Where's the Ares spawn? Not in the worst place, but the problem is that if he charges forward right now,
Taking the armor down. Oh, the Watcher didn't come in quite in time to take out the Disney Films.
I don't know. What do you think? Should the Ares run forth?
Armor's
no,
out again. Disney Films. Armor's being chipped away by that dual Gatling fire. We need some mortars.
Yeah, there we go. Finally, the mortar comes on in. Finally, it got repaired and gotten back up. So thankfully, the Ares didn't charge on fourth there. It did just sit back here and shooting off Hades, which is hitting absolutely nothing. all it's doing is giving away their position. Oh no, this is horrible spawn. Oh my god, for the Sacrilege. They are cross-mapped from each other.
Oh, yes, they are.
This is terrible. Now, the good thing is that there is an extreme amount of cloud cover now. So if Sacrilege is careful here, they can skirt around the edges, make sure to get back up together. They can definitely do this. It will take them a fair amount of time. And we'll see if the Cat and Crown Tyrant do anything but kind of sit around the middle here and see where this next engagement is going to come from.
Looks like Disney Films and Ares are looking to join back up in E5. It's the conservative option. It's the smart option.
And it looks like I think they're going to be able to do it without really any trouble whatsoever.
Yeah.
Thralls are going to be content with sitting out in the middle here, not letting themselves get ambushed in clouds. I think they may have gotten a slight glance at the Ares.
They seem to have an inkling here. They're going towards them.
The Ares definitely was out of the clouds for a split second, and even though sometimes you can't get that spot off, you do end up knowing where a ship is going towards, and yeah, definitely looks like the Thralls. Now they should absolutely know it. Yeah, there you go. Ares getting spotted there. But the Sacrilege team has managed to get back together. So they avoid having any sort of 2-on-1 situation where they get cut off. Happen to them. And we will see how this goes here as Cat shooting off its some of that Watcher, but not really taking out really anything at all. And is going to get return fire coming on now. Watch Barrage coming on in, also from the Disney Films, not doing too much. Crown Tyrant has got to be a little bit careful here. It's fairly low health, and he is the one charging on fourth. Ares backing up. But so far, no real permanent damage being done, but now the armor is down. Now those mortars come raining on in.
Too aggressive.
Yeah,
kept chasing the Ares. Ares just kept backing off while the Disney Films was just raining in fire, focusing on the Pyramidion perfectly.
Yeah, I would have, if I was a Crown Tyrant, I probably would have just been like, okay, Ares, if you want to keep on going backwards, you're a Pyramidion, you can't switch your momentum that quickly. Let me just turn onto the Disney Films and see what we can do with that. But now it is the Cat that's backing up now, and Crown Tyrant gets a Oh my god, that is a horrible spawn for Crown Tyrant. It is all the way across the map, and Cat has got to work some escaping magic. We've seen it do several times, but it is just taking shot after shot here.
He's popping the kerosene. Hull's almost down. It's on fire. Those Watcher shots are going to come in any moment. This could go to a third game here.
Fire coming.
Armor goes down.
A lot of it missing, and the armor does come back up. All 3 guns are out, and let's see, is the Crown Tyrant actually going to be able to come back in here?
Crown Tyrant's popping moonshine in bursts. Oh no, but the balloon is on fire. It's going to go down. Oh, but my cat is now trying to go low.
Oh, huge ram coming in from the Sacrilege team, and they take this 5-3, so they do even this series out.
That was third game.
That was also extremely entertaining. I mean, that was like not only did you have mirror ships essentially, you also had mirror deaths going on for the first few times. So very well played by Sacrilege there. Once again, we're going to be at Duel at Dawn. The Thralls did win their match against the Gents on this map. So let's quickly get a rundown of ships because I have a feeling that action's going to happen soon. Let's start with the Ares.
Alrighty, on the Ares, we have the Gat Mortar. We also have on the side a Merc, Artemis, Disney Films, Watcherfish, Mortar Art sides, Crown Tyrant, Gat Mortar front, Rocket Flare side, and the Wizard. We have Watcher front, Mine side, Hades front, and Flak side.
Alright, so we do see the return of the Wizard. Crapus 30's Spire. We'll see how effective it is this time around. Of course, versus Gents did fairly well.
Absolutely. Well, not just well. Well, admittedly, they won in a close game, but they won, and I think they could win here again. Now, what I think the logic behind the Spire in this map is that it's such a small map, the speed isn't quite as important. And the Wizard firing down on the Disney Films here. The Crown Tyrant
is
focusing
a little bit too far behind, so Disney Films is going to get some pot shots taken at him. But nothing too catastrophic happening so far. Using a little bit of vertical movement to get out of
now
the
that's the Crown Tyrant. It's on the back. Oh, good ram by the Ares, knocking off the Crown Tyrant's arcs. Now raining down
Disney
fire
Films
onto him.
Still
Armor's
taking
down.
a lot of fire here, but Crown Tyrant getting a lot of it in return as well. And are they going to be able to get that armor back up? Disney Films armor is down as well, and huge Watcher barrage going both ways, and both the Ares.
Disney Films almost rammed itself to death against the Spire there.
And Ares takes out the Crown Tyrant first there. Alright, so Disney Films.
Now look at this. The mine's being placed above the Disney Films and the Ares. This is the Spire's retreating strategy. Unfortunately, there's another mine, but it might not be enough.
But the Wizard is taking a lot of damage
close
here. And that's just too much focus damage coming in from the Sacrilege team, so they do take a 2-0 lead, but it should be noted that this Disney Films is extremely hurt, so they can quickly turn that around. Oh, this is a very bad spawn here for the Thralls, as their two ships are on opposite sides of the map, and so Crown Tyrant's got to do a little bit of nifty maneuvering here to try to avoid as much damage as it can before the Wizard gets back in. Good news is that the Wizard will be able to get back in fairly quickly. Oh, nice move by the Crown Tyrant here. The Ares is coming in on the bottom. Crown Tyrant goes up top, and that's going to leave the Ares to have to turn all the way around and go up top. In the meantime, the Wizard has come from behind Disney Films, but not really focusing on the Disney Films at all. They are definitely focused on the Ares at this point.
Oh, Ares taking a lot of damage here. Oh, Wizards come in just in time to support.
And the Ares gets absolutely obliterated there.
Disney Films high up. He's in a good position to get out of here. Firing a few parting shots on the Crown Tyrant as he reverses back into the clouds. Wizard's going to find a hard time to chase, and it looks like that's he's not going to be even attempting to.
Oh, and Ares gets a pretty bad spawn in this case. It's all the way across the map now, so which means if the
Well,
Thralls really wanted to chase down the Disney films here, they could absolutely do it. Disney films doing its best to
they could chase the
get on
Disney
out of
films,
here.
but I think the Ares will be back in the fight by the time they corner him, and indeed he is. Now they're firing on the Ares instead. Ares, Disney films, trying to reconnect over by the ribs.
Ares taking a lot of shots here, but nothing really too major actually hitting it.
A lot of those shots
loses-
missing because it's very hard to hit a ship when it's kind of going directly to the
Oh,
field of
Disney
vision.
Films taking a huge frontal
no,
barrage
that
there.
was a-
It was not in the right position at all.
That was
Gets
a
absolutely
terrible mistake.
obliterated. And that
Terrible
is
mistake.
exactly what the Thralls needed. It is tied up, and now they've got the Ares stuck in here by itself. Disney Films spawns way, way far away. Not going to be able to get back in here. And Sacrilege, oh, that is just a terrible turn for them. I'm not sure what Disney Films was doing out there so far when they knew the Thralls were going to be coming that way. So hopefully they will be able to regroup here, as this bad spawning on this map is just continual in this match.
Certainly is. The Ares. Well, yes. Well, no, I don't know. I don't think this is a bad. Well, I mean, I don't think this is a bad spawn. I think they can connect up in those ribs quite easily, unmolested.
Yeah, thankfully neither of the red team ships were spotted. Of course, it is a little bit hard to do so on this ship. With
worse bloody spawns than that.
Yeah, there's so much cloud cover going on here, and with the Thralls being all the way on the other side of the map, it is going to at least give Sacrilege some time to meet back up here. So once again, we've got these ships facing off against each other from opposite sides of the map. Pretty much where they spawned, right?
Yep.
Blue spawns on that side and red spawns on this side, I believe.
Yep. Man, we got
So,
both teams in the ribs
It's
here.
it's basically like hitting the reset button, except the Thralls have a 1-0 lead.
Yes, indeed. Now, the Wizard and the Crown Tyrant. Crown Tyrant sneaking low. Wizards.
Disney Films gets spotted.
Clouds.
Ares, I'm sure, will be spotted soon afterwards. And we'll see if the Ares can rush down the Crown Tyrant like it did at the start. Get fire going off, starting to hit already. Wizard gonna try to
if Ares
do
keeps
something.
going forward, he's going to be in the Wizard's arc.
And the problem is that the Disney Films is also following up behind here, and the Crown Tyrant is floating forward. See,
The
Crown
Wizard
Tyrant
has
should be
waited.
going
The
backwards
Wizard's
right
waited.
now.
The Wizard's waited way too long to engage here.
Yeah, the Crown Tyrant
as you
should
said,
not
the
have been
Crown
moving
Pirate
forward.
should have gone backwards, and it didn't.
And
Now the Crown Tyrant
absolutely,
taking a lot of fire. Armor's gone
but
down.
the Ares
But the
taking a
Ares
lot of it in
taking lots.
return. Getting his armor knocked out. All the guns are out, and flak shots coming in, but hitting the Disney Films now.
And now it's the Disney Films that's going to get focus fired. But,
Yeah, but the
don't
Ares-
forget about the Ares. The Ares coming low, firing on the Crown Tyrant. The
Yeah,
Ares armor's almost down. The Ares.
Ares is gonna go down there to the
Go
Crown
down,
Tyrant. Now let's see
yes.
if the Disney Films can take out the Wizard here, or if the
The
Disney
Wizard
Films
needs to
just
do is it needs to
extended
make
for
a
too
Wizard
far.
needs to make a clutch turn and whack out the Disney Films' engines.
Oh,
and then
but
the
the
Glowwater
Disney
Falls
Films
have
has
won
gotten
this.
the turn first. And here comes that Watcher barrage, knocking out the Wizard's Watcher as well. But they do have to be careful because there are at least two other guns, or I guess three other guns on the pyramid. Or sorry, the Wizard here, which are still fireable.
Well, the Glowwater Thralls better not get so focused on the Disney Films they forget about the Ares, because the Ares
and the Ares
is already
gonna come
almost back
charging
in.
on in, and the Wizard's
high and
armor is
dry.
all the way down on the Ares, firing on in. Crown Tyrant just barely managing to get back up. Ares gets a huge
The
buff
Wizard
on the
being
Wizard.
rammed.
The Wizard. Oh, they get their armor back up.
Goodness!
They get their armor back up, and is the
But
Crown
the Crown
Tyrant
Tyrant's
going to be
turned
able
in
to?
the wrong position. The Wizard's in a bad position too.
they-
Everything's disabled.
block-
But the
they're
Crown
blocking.
Tyrant body blocking. Oh no! He
Oh,
bumped
but
into his own ally.
not too far,
Oh,
but
but
the
the Crown
Ares is-
Tyrant almost getting down the Ares.
The
One more
Ares is
shot.
gonna go down.
They've done it.
Holy crap, once again. The Thralls pulling out an extremely close fight there. The Ares took so much damage, I believe they knocked themselves into a rib. And even though they got the Wizard down, it was just too much damage that had come into them already. So great job by the Thralls. That was some very exciting game threes there. Of course, fantastic fight by this by the Sacrilege team as well.